So, I decided to go ahead and make this video because my boy, the ambassador, found my YouTube channel. I don't know how you did it, but I saw something about the MacBook thing, but I'll get back to that. But I was going to use this video to reply back to some of you all's comments in regards to the controversy or the perceptions that everyone's having in regards to Ava and her passing out on the Black Panther movie and etc. So, the first person I'll respond back to is Kurt Wagner, 1225. My boy, I talked to you yesterday. He said, really, I think that a lot of Marvel films have had a lot of weight to it. Maybe I felt that more than you. I mean, it's possible. Like I said, like we said yesterday, there's certain things within these Marvel movies that I'm sure that everyone gets like a sense of emotional attachment towards. For me, I mean, some of them, I mean, like I said, like I'm just like a different type of moviegoer. So I mean, the Marvel movies, they do a good job with the humor and the laughs and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But when I said like the weight, I wasn't necessarily talking about emotional weight. I was talking about the overall philosophical idea of what makes T'Challa like who he is. You know that he comes from like a strong Afrocentric background. So for me, I do believe that Marvel will incorporate these things into the character. Of course, you know you got a character named Black Panther coming from Africa and the heart of Africa, Wakanda. At that, so I already know there's going to be some hardcore, heavy elements towards that. But I know that Ava's background of work, like Selma and stuff like that. Even though I wasn't as much of a big fan of Selma, like most people, most people were. What? Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. The black guy who didn't like really care that much for Selma, I did love it though. I love the approach. The cast was wonderful, but I think that the direction that she chose to go was pretty safe. But there were some other elements that I feel like as if were strongly missing out from that film. I mean, I won't go too far into that territory because I know I'm trying to stay on subject in regards to what we're all talking about here. So I mean, Kurt Wagner. I like to say it like that. Kurt Wagner. I mean, I won't. I'm not dissing anyone's beliefs, or like what they, want to see within the film, what they expect the film to take on. I think you had another comment, so I'll reply to that one coming afterwards. But the power cosmic. I don't know. I think it's because to work in this environment of connected films mean you don't have 100% creative control. So Marvel can keep consistency. I don't think a lot of directors are comfortable with that. It's a different beast and not for everyone. That is very, very true. And you know what? I respect the fact that you said that. One, because you said it nicely. And two, because it makes a lot of sense. I mean, if you have somebody that's coming from a different background of work and who has like their own spectacular vision towards their own films that actually got Oscar nominated and et cetera like that, you're coming into Marvel territory where you don't have to apply that much as weight, I guess, towards like a superhero flick in general. And this brings me back to the conversation that Ben Affleck was having the other day. Like, does Marvel make I mean, he didn't say this, but I'm just saying this for myself. Does Marvel make superhero movies, or do they make movies about superheroes? They're not afraid to go into comic book territory. So when they embrace those elements, I guess I'm so used to getting a little bit more like the Christopher Nolan movies and how they tried to push certain things. Even though it wasn't 100% Batman, you still got those realistic approaches towards things, and they tried to like add some other political feels, economic feels to it, like with Bane and all that other type of stuff. Sometimes it helped the film, sometimes it hindered it from its true potential towards just being a comic book movie in general. So in this case, I can truly understand. I mean, it's like a different ball game when you want to play with Marvel. I mean, there's certain things that everyone, I feel like, is if they know that they have to do when making these movies. But you also have to keep in mind that they've also been able to allow some people to have a little bit of creative freedom within their creative control. Like Peyton Reed, like he spoke about, oh, like when you have a wacky idea and Marvel is willing to embrace it. I'm like, okay, well, what was this lady trying to bring to the table that they weren't going for? I mean, that's just something I'm curious about. I'm not trying to play detective and find the smallest clues I could find. Oh, Marvel's evil. No, it's definitely not. I just want to know exactly what were the things that they didn't totally agree on. So I mean, that's just something that I'm just curious about. So I mean, but I'm sure that they will find someone who's willing to bring to the table whatever it is that Marvel is looking for within this movie. I saw some people mention that Antoine Fuqua would be a good choice, Training Day and etc. I think, he would be good. Ryan Coogler, with this new Creed movie starring Michael B. Jordan. Human Torch. That wasn't the kids. That was just yeah, whatever. All right, ignore that. Yeah, but yeah, the Human Torch, you know, whatever. But I mean, like, with Ryan Coogler, I think that he would have down the fighting choreography because I mean, he was actually a person who came from a sports background. He actually was supposed to have been a football player in college, was it? Or was it? Yeah, it was college. Yeah, he was supposed to have been a football player in college, but when his English teacher saw like how well like some of his stories were and how she was willing to like help him like learn out like more from his stories, so that he fell in love with storytelling and directing as well. So I think that he would be pretty good like with the high tension surrounding like the action sequences, and T'Challa is a character that has like a lot of like you know, hand-to-hand combat. So that's something that I think that he would totally nail. Anton Fuqua would bring that. I think that he would. I know I use this word a lot, the W word. He would bring a lot of weight to the characters surrounding some of his antagonists. I mean, when you think about Black Panther, you know that this is a character who even has the Ku Klux Klan as one of his antagonists. If you don't believe me, you can find the information there. Even though I'm sure Marvel won't even go in that territory. If he had a Netflix series, I'm sure that they would go into that territory. But seeing that, you know, he's just getting his own movie, I highly doubt they'll even go that far. They'll probably just throw Claw in there and just say, oh, okay, yeah, he'll be a great villain. So, some apps could not. Okay, yeah, that was just an update from my MacBook. But moving on. Let's see. Kurt Wagner, you said again. I agree with Power Cause. Said this sort of thing, shared universe, is unprecedented and never been done before in live action to this magnitude. So it's a different beast than what filmmakers may be used to. Hopefully it works out for the best. Yeah, I mean, I do hope for the best. I do. And I know that Ava would be possibly going from directing like a very dramatic movie to directing like an actual action movie. I even spoke about these things as well. I guess I was just more concerned like with the philosophical approach to the character, the mentality, and etc. Like how she planned to capture like that essence of the character. Action, you can do action in any movie, and you know you can be entertained. But overall, there's going to be like some characteristics and some key story elements that are really going to stand out to you, and that also comes in play like with the script as well. So I think I should be as curious and as skeptical about these directors just as much as I have to be skeptical towards whoever the screenwriters may be at that. So I mean that's something else to think about too. But everything you said is true. Everything that both of you and Power Cosmic are saying is like very true. You know, so I totally agree with what you guys say. I'm not disagreeing at all. I just have like my own. You know, you guys know how I can be. T and F, T and A, T and A fan. Okay. That's one reason why I want him in the MCU. Since I know that odds are it will be a lighter than his previous. It will be a lot lighter than his previous films, and I like seeing directors try different things, especially directors like Coogler who haven't done a whole lot. Though that's also one of the reasons I want to see Rick Famua get a shot at directing his movie. Dope showed that he could make a great movie and include humor in it without having it feel out of place. Okay, yeah. I still have yet to see Dope. I heard a lot of good things about it though, so Dope was looking pretty dope from based off what I heard. But yeah, I think that he would be a good choice. So I heard some people mention him, and I heard those rumors surrounding them probably looking at him. So I mean, it would be a lot lighter. I already know that's something I'm still getting used to. I think like when people were saying, "Oh yeah," I think that you should just give him a Netflix series. I think that they were kind of right because there's certain things that I would like to see tackled that I know that the movies probably wouldn't delve into. But overall, I think that you know we can get movies like The Winter Soldier and the upcoming Civil War film. Hold on one second. I'm gonna continue this video. Somebody's calling me downstairs, but hold on, guys. Be right back.